Anyway, live here on the sidewalk out in front of my house as people start to come down ahead of the Niño Melchor de Marcacocha. And so I'm live and I'll answer your questions as they come up. So that car probably won't be going too far up. And buenos días. So we are pretty close in to the Niños Amachina church just down the way, like a few hundred meters. And yeah, so everybody is starting to come. These are folks who have been on the peregrination or who have joined it along the way in various places. And as you join, if you're watching, give us a shout out. Let us know where you're watching from so we can give you a shout out live on stream and all of that fun stuff. Off in the distance, I can already hear the music. You can already see people starting to make their walks and everything. Go ahead and share the link to this stream. I'm not sure how long we'll be live today in this particular episode, but we will be repeatedly, again and again, going live and posting videos and doing other kinds of stuff. As long as we're here in the center of populated Ollantaytambo, there's good enough cell signal to go live. So that's pretty cool, and we can do that.
Hola, mami.
Hola, señora Eusebio, ¿cómo está? Buenos días, pues.
¿Cómo has salido, hija mía? No te he visto.
Sí, eso, ¿cómo has sentado? Yo no te he visto.
Estoy sentada. Ya están bien, ya.
Buenas. Mira, ahí estamos, sí, todos estamos. Hello to the San Francisco Bay Area. I hope your weather is holding out as much as it can right now. Buenos días, buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estás? Buenas tardes.
Hola y chao.
Ay, filmada. Ay, también. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están?
Ay, volviendo.
¿Qué tal la caminata?
Buena.
Más o menos.
Buena.
Bueno, no ha llovido.
No, está perfecto.
Eso es lo importante.
No había ni sol ni...
Es perfecto porque
No
puede
había
ser muy
lluvia.
caliente. Everyone is agreeing that it is very good that it did not rain and it was not too sunny. So anyway, ¿y por dónde está el niño ahorita? ¿Está por acá?
Acá en esta...
Un kilómetro.
No, menos, será acá en la curva.
En la curva. Ah, yeah. So less than a kilometer. So we're starting to see
Pero va a
people
demorar
trickling
un
down.
poquito porque he visto que hay 2 meses que le están...
Dos mesas.
que le van
Dos
a
mesas.
hacer descansar.
Ah, yeah. So as the niño comes down the hill, he will rest on some tables, and people will have snacks and all that. ¿Y ustedes tienen prisa ya?
Sí, porque tengo que ir a cambiarme para bailar.
Ya, hasta pronto. Nos vemos, pues. Chao, cuídense.
A rejuvenecer un poco.
Ah. So, our good friend there. These are all family. Everyone's family here, and yeah. So anyway, the tall gentleman is the head of a dance troupe, and he'll be dancing. Ay, yeah. Sí, ay, a ver. Sí. Yeah, debe de haber.
Amarillo.
Sí, amarillo. A ver, compra. A ver. Ahí está, pues compra para todos, por favorcito. Gracias.
Esto no.
¿Cómo?
Valor de esto no.
Eso debe ser mucho. 5 soles, así, es solo que eso nomás tengo. So, Señora Eusebia, my BFF Martha's mother, is on her way to buy confetti for us to throw at the Nino, and Adolfo, who is the head of a dance troupe, is on his way back to change so he can do his traditional dancing. There's going to be traditional dancing. My nephew Piero can't be here today because his college started class early because of the civil unrest we've been having here in Peru, and concern about whether or not he was going to be able to get into Cusco. So he had to get special permission to not participate in the dancing today. And for the next few days. Bajada de Reyes is the descent of the kings, and it represents, when the three kings arrive to give the baby Jesus his present. But in Andean Catholicism, there is syncretism, which is where it has been combined with indigenous practice and spirituality from before the time of the conquest, and that means that there's a lot of other stuff going on. So it is not the way that you would expect. But we're starting to see lots of traffic coming down and everything. So yeah, that's how that is. Anyway, so I forgot to bring out my good earbuds, so I may have to run those back in. You can see behind me people are pulling over to the side of the road and getting ready. We have a number of different vehicles that are coming down and all of that sort of thing. So I came down and I'm out here doing this for the time being. There's some more folks coming down the hill. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. And so, yeah. So this is a 3 to 4 day long event, depending on how you look at it. Today, the Christ child who lives up at the church in Marcacocha, several kilometers up the canyon here, is making his peregrination and descent to meet with the 2 other Christ child incarnations that live here in Central Ollanta. Buenas tardes. So yeah, so here we are. And it's going to be a little while, everyone says, because he has to stop and take a break, and everyone needs to have snacks and all of that kind of stuff. And like I said, Senora Eusebia went down to the store to buy yellow confetti, yellow for New Year's, and also that's good. And she's buying confetti to share around. Although probably we actually have some, but that would mean going back in the house and finding out. So I don't know. Lots going on. So yeah, if you have questions, go ahead and type them in the chat, and I will answer them as I see them and as I am able. And there should be a lot of that going on. So big fun. Big fun. And yeah, I heard that it was raining pretty good in the Bay Area. I have a very dear lifelong friend who is here visiting me right now, who lives in the Bay Area. And that is, of course, my home in the USA when I am not in Peru. Although at this point, that's been a while. Just, because the whole world kind of shut down as far as travel and all that sort of thing. Anyway, so things have been exciting here in Peru for the past month or so, due to a whole lot of political unrest. You can see some other things about that on my channel and follow up on all of that if you're curious. But here in Ollanta today, and for the fiesta, everything is very normal. Everything is very normal. So, and that's because this is a major important fiesta and everything. And so, so one of the things that's nice about this is that everybody sees everybody else they know and all of that. Ah, ah, ah. Eso es lo bonito de las fiestas, que a veces te vas a ver con... Ay, gracias. Gracias. No, yo pues iba a comprar unas. Carla, ¿cómo estás? Sí, vamos a estar esperando. Buenas tardes. Sí, estamos esperando.
No, también estás viniendo a alcanzar. Ajá. Ya está viniendo, dice por acá.
Sí, dice que está arribita. Ay, sí, hay que mezclar. Yo también tenía que entrar un ratito para traer mi bolsita de arriba. Oye, este gordo. Este gordo.
Está bien para lechuga. Está bien para lechuga.
Es Draco. So, we have our neighbor dog, Draco, who is a big fiesta attender, who is here right now. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? Draco. Draco is a good dog, but he does like to hang out whenever there's a party. So here comes a tractor. There's confetti mixing happening here. You got to mix up confetti and all of that kind of stuff. So this is important stuff. You've got to have confetti good. Toda tu familia ya han pasado, pues.
Los peritos más me han contestado.
Ah.
Yo estoy sentada así y ya salida está todavía nada.
Cuando estuvimos arriba.
Seguro.
Ay. So when we went up the hill earlier, Señora Eusebia came over to visit, but nobody was home except the dogs. So no, Cristian está pues todavía y todavía tampoco, ni siquiera puede hablar, pobrecito. Sí, probable que se va a ir cuando ya se aburre de estar acá. Eso seguro va a pasar. So, but yeah, as to the weather, Peru has also finally gotten rain after being in pretty serious drought for kind of a while, and so that's also tricky. That is also tough stuff, and it has hailed really hard twice here in the Cusco area. Carla, un favorcito, a ver si me agarras estito para filmar mientras que me voy adentro un ratito para traer mi bolsita.
Así nomás agarro.
Sí, así nomás. Sí. No, como sea, pues nomás sí puedes estar bien. Ahorita voy a regresar.
Ya, mamá.
Acá tienes bolsa.
Aquí.
No, otra bolsa.
Ay.
Cámara ultra HD.
Ahí está grabando, en serio.
Un comentario.
Oye, estoy otra vez comentario. No pasó.
Hay dos, ¿verdad? Y 6 que están viendo.
¿Tú dónde vives?
En Cachicata, en Puente.
Ah, en Cachicata.
Ajá.
Entonces la otra será cerca, nomás para que te vengas.
Sí. Hola, mi señora.
Rata. Ata yan na rin. Alam ko na yun. Khusus ni Natan na yun. Suwe yung kanya. Natalia ni historia.
De la plazoleta. Gracias. No, necesitaba audífono para conectar. And it looks like it might start raining. We've got a couple of drops falling. So we will see. Let me know if you're hearing me okay. The sound check stuff is always interesting on going live from the phone and whatnot. So off in the distance, I can hear music, but it isn't super close yet. But that means that they are on the march. And so the populated center of Ollantaytambo has about 3,000 residents. And then there are thousands more in all of the outlying communities. And normally also this is a tourist event with a lot of tourist action that happens. But this year, it's anybody's. ¿No quieres poner adentro? ¿No quieres poner la bolsa adentro? Sí, mira. Yeah. Igual pues ese es el plan. Anyway, so yeah, so we are hanging out and getting ready for El Nino to come down. He's up there behind me. He's been coming a long way. The video right before this live um, showed the quick map of where we went. We went up and met him on the road and walked a ways with him on the road up above, and then we came back to eat a big breakfast because since some of us are old, we have to sustain ourselves for the activities that a 4-day fiesta will entail. And now we are well fed. We have rested up a little bit. We are standing in front of my house. And this is where we are going to greet the child as he comes down. And then we're going to walk with him and accompany him down towards down to the square in front of the chapel called Niño Samachina, where the child rests, and and then we'll see how that goes. And young Gael does not really want to do as he's told. He would like to take it on the road. Oye, Gael, ¿dónde se va? So Gael is interested in taking a walk already, and his mom Carla, is has her hands full. He turned 2 in November, so he is in that feisty time of life. Um, Meanwhile, Senora Eusebia and I are in a differently feisty time of our lives. So yeah, like I say, off in the distance, we can hear, well, not very distant, right around at the curve. There's going to be so much happening. There are 18 traditional dance troupes that dance over the next few days. And tomorrow we have to go to the houses of responsibility for a few of them because we have been invited to go and participate by bringing cases of beer and then also drinking cases of beer and all of this kind of stuff. So this is really pretty pivotal and pretty important stuff. So one of the great things about fiestas is everybody sees people that they haven't seen in ages and ages. And this is one of the things that really is pretty great about fiestas in Peru, especially in small towns. Anyway, he is almost here. You can start to hear the music. And people like to gather around, including we have dogs to keep us company. And again, feel free to ask questions. Just type them in the chat, and I will answer as I see them. So, yep. So everybody is engaging in all their family greetings and whatnot, and friends they haven't seen in ages, and in many cases that's since before the whole pandemic thing started up. That's so that's pretty great. That's pretty great. So we're getting closer and closer to seeing the niño himself. A ver, yo te voy a filmar mientras cargas porque yo estoy filmando para... Ya, a ver, sí, claro, obvio. Ahí no está.
¿Dónde está tu bolsa?
Aquí está, aquí está. A ver, ya, con eso también.
¿Para qué?
Ya, ahí está pues. Ay, gracias. Gracias, Carla. So, So Senora Eusebia has gone in to throw away the trash from the bags of confetti, and she plans to see if she can carry the Nino, the Christ child. This is part of the, he has to be helped on his journey, on his trip. Carla is following Gael, who has headed up there to the press of people, and all of that. So it is about 15 kilometers that the Niños trip has been, all coming on foot, all carried on people's backs. Sí, jala nomás porque para que no salgan esos angelitos. Pulling the door shut so that the dogs don't come out. So this is pretty exciting. And here it comes. And this is the first time it's been kind of normal size since 2020. So in 3 years, because everything was very closed down and very small during the lockdowns and because of the pandemic and everything. So these gentlemen are peace officers. And here we have the father. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. And getting closer and closer, getting closer and closer. You can hear all of everything, all of the excitement coming. And so, again, once he arrives, we are going to join the procession and go and go down to the very nearby church where he will rest. So we're going to the Child Rest Church at Niño Samachina. We're a family. He is the mayordomo. And so these little shepherds We're gonna have to go to. We're gonna have to go and take beer to them. Oh, si quieres pica, pica, aquí hay. A ver, agárrate, lleva la montita. Everybody's got to be able to throw. Everybody has to be able to throw confetti on the child.
Hoy no quieren.
We've got to go.
Ya sabes, ya. Es que la Rosa estaba durmiéndose ahí.
Esta espera de la familia Peralta y Baja Negrón en esta casa por más de 25 años. La fiesta de Bajada de Reyes se realizaba antes de la construcción de la capilla de San Martín. Por eso, esta espera siempre es de costumbre. Seguramente el niño se siente como en casa, gracias a la familia Baja Negrón Peralta. Un aplauso, por favor.
So this family always has had Niño wait here, even since before the chapel was built.
Están ofreciendo un compartir, una pequeña chocolatada y también, hermanos, para los niños que han caminado, para los vez que el niño ya salga, van a hacer el reparto por partes, ya, porque si no, ya vamos a hacer un poco de desorden. Los hermanos, un fuerte voto de aplauso por los presentes que van a entregar también. Muchas gracias. Diana, por favor.
So for the kids who walked accompanying the baby, there's going to be presents for them, like a small present, and everyone's going to have some chocolate. We're literally just around the corner.
Niños, quédense, por favor, todavía para recibir.
So the kids should stay because they're going to get presents.
¿Dónde está el...? Ah,
So the baby, the niño, also gets presents. So he's got to get toys every time that he stops. And so here's his present. He gets a dump truck. And now the niño has to continue along. The niño has to continue along. That's the order of dances that we're going to see today here at this spot. There's going to be other dances all around. So you can see that the arch of palms has toys on it and fruit and goodies and fruit because this all represents, when the baby Jesus got his presents. So if anybody has questions, go ahead and type them in the chat, and I will answer them as we're going on. So as you're watching events, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out on the stream and all of that. So this is the Capilla, the Chapel of Niño San Martino, which is a national heritage, recognized national heritage, and it is where the Niño rests as he makes his peregrination down this afternoon at 4 o'clock. So that's in about 3 hours. The two niños who live here in Central Ollantaytambo will meet up with the third who came from up on the mountain down to here. And before that, between now and then, there will be presentations of dances and all of that kind of stuff. And right now, mass is going to start. I don't like to live stream mass. If you know what I'm saying? Like it just seems, you know, not super cool. So anyway, we're here hanging out and getting ready for stuff to happen. Usually there's a whole lot of, this is sort of the kickoff, the beginning of party action for this 4-day event. I mean, it's sort of 3 days plus an extra day, and partying in the Cusco area is pretty important. So you have to do it. You have to do a good job. You wouldn't want to not celebrate adequately. So, so yeah. So yep. So now folks are coming out after having made sure that the Nino, who came all the way from Marcacocha, about 15 kilometers up the canyon, carried on foot, has made it and is here. And then folks are gonna kind of rush home and try and get ready for the next phase of things, where the next big step is the meeting of all three of the Christ children here in Ollantaytambo and and so forth. So here we're seeing a lot of folks who have done a long walk while carrying the Nino, and then other people made short symbolic walks. So, yeah. So, but it is good luck, and it is important to be able to do all of that. So, anyway, so yeah, so this is what we do at this time of year here in Ollantaytambo, and And no, voy a estar afuera nomás. Para, sí. ¿Vas a entrar? Ya. Vaya entrando entonces, porque yo creo voy a ir a recoger a mi amiga también que está visitando, pero estaba descansando un ratito. Y vamos regresando. Entonces, así es. So anyway, yeah, me vaya entonces. So I'm gonna say goodbye because everyone's going to mass, and I'll see you again sometime between now and 4. I will go live again and share more of today's events.